about 8 o'clock in the morning. We can't drive till about 8:30 since we stopped at 10:30 last night. Just doing a quick walk around here. A little cold. I didn't shut the truck off last night like I thought I would, or like I said I would. Honestly, I just didn't want to wake up with it being cold and not being able to turn the truck on and warm up. So what I may do is wait till we're in warmer weather to maybe swap them batteries out. Alright guys, so that's the new Philadelphia drop in Ohio. Now I've been on the boards all day long looking for a load leaving here going south, and get this hat off. I can't seem to really find anything worth a flip. So I set the boards to Glen Allen, Virginia for tomorrow, and I can't find anything there. Now that's really close to Richmond, Virginia, and says there's 153 loads around that area right now, but there's nothing paying worth a flip. Every time I come over here to Richmond, it's bad, and I don't get it because it looks like there's more loads than trucks, and usually that's when the prices go up. So I don't know what to do here. It's about a 7-hour drive to Glen Allen from here. I was really hoping to grab something else that goes down there, but there just isn't anything. I'm gonna sit here, take my break, and we're gonna hit the road afterwards. All right. Alright guys, we are in Tom's Brook, Virginia. We stopped at a Pilot. I had plenty of time when I came in here to find a parking spot. I think I had about 15 minutes left, but I got stuck behind a whole bunch of trucks trying to park. I apologize if it's super loud right now. I'm filming on my phone again because Lita's been posting some video footage of the DJI, and I'm just not happy with the audio quality. I'm gonna have to order that mic adapter for it, I think. But I had plenty of time to get in here and park, but I got stuck behind a whole bunch of trucks, and I could not back it into a spot to save my life. I tried it twice. First time I tried to back in, and there were some trucks behind me, and honestly I was so embarrassed, I just pulled off and pulled back around and tried to hit that spot again, and I could not get this trailer in that spot to save my life. I do not know what the heck is going on. Anyways, so I found a spot and I pulled into it straight. I didn't back in, and I looked down and it said keep trucking said violation. So I went in there and I tried to edit it. Can't figure out how to edit it. Lita's on the laptop at home right now, or on the desktop, trying to figure out how to edit. Can't figure out how to edit. Keep trucking makes it so fucking hard to figure out how to go on there and edit a simple thing like, you know, to go on there and say parking or whatever. It's so cold. I'm gonna run in here and grab a shower. Looks like all they have is Subway. That's disgusting. And I'll get back to you guys. All right, we are showered up and clean. I think I like filming on my phone better than I do the DJI. I can see myself better on this, and I know the audio is good, and I think the picture I can see myself better, like I said, but I can see more of it as well. I'm walking across the street to Love's because all that Pilot has right now open is their Subway. And when I was a brick mason, I did a lot of restorations on some Subways, and I got to eat there for free, and I just got burnt out. I can't handle Subway anymore. They have a good breakfast, but even then I get burnt out on that. I'd rather eat Walmart donuts than I would Subway breakfast most of the time. So I'm gonna walk over here to Arby's. It's hard to beat a roast beef sandwich sometimes. They've got a turkey bacon ranch. I think it's a turkey bacon ranch. I know it's turkey. That is just amazing. A few Thanksgivings ago, this past Thanksgiving, we cooked a 20-pound turkey, and 4 people ate it in like a day and a half. So, but the year before that, we got like a 10-pound turkey, and we thought that was going to be enough. And I was jonesing for a turkey sandwich so bad that I was just eating Arby's like crazy. So let me run in here and grab something to eat. We'll walk back to the truck. All right, guys, we are sandwiched up. If you've never had a Jamocha shake from Arby's, you have no idea what you're missing out on. They are amazing. They're so good. It's about 16 degrees outside, and I'm drinking a shake. I did get one of those turkey sandwiches too, so there is that. But yeah, go get you a Jamocha shake from Arby's if you've never had one. So we were actually parked along right in here, and the guy trying to get out was like over here. So there was another guy parked next beside me. He definitely had to move, but I was parked along here. I technically didn't have to move, it did make it a little harder for him, and I apologize for that. So I ended up just kind of pulling around, and then there was still only one spot open last night, and we just ended up pulling in over here. So that's where we ended up at. So let me do my pre-trip here, and we'll deliver these beams. I still have to find another load for the day and see what we can get. All right, guys, we stopped to fill up the truck before we pick up our next load. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's that place that has those NASCARs that I showed you guys. God, I don't even remember what video that was. I am in Virginia off of 95. It's the last pilot off of 95 into Virginia. I can't remember what the name of the place is over there, but it's got an IHOP built into it. But we also picked up another load that we'll be picking up. So we'll be picking this one up today, and then we'll be picking up another load tomorrow going to Illinois. I can't quite remember exactly where it's picking up or where it's going, but I got $1.25 a mile for that. What we're picking up now, I got $1 a mile for that, and I think I'll have I should have 20 feet of deck space left I think. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll put everything on, we'll measure it up, and we'll weigh, and we'll see if we can throw something else on too. All right, guys, we just arrived for our first partial pickup. We're supposed to be picking up one of these orange signs right here. Not exactly sure which one it is. They said it would be damaged. Man, that backing in here was no joke. That's a tight back. So I thought it would be one of these little orange things. That's kind of what he explained to me. But this is what we're picking up. This kind of has me nervous right here because this is basically a wall of air I'm going to be dragging. This is not what I thought I would be picking up. And I'm supposed to winch this on. I thought I was winching one of those on. This is not what I thought. I think what I'll do is I'll back the trailer up even more. And I'm going to use that come along, and I'm going to see if I can't pull this thing up the ramps. I don't know. Let me see what we can do here.
We would find the time, dreaming for eternity. the back of your dad's red truck. No one thought I was gonna make it. No one believed I'd take the time for realizing my own dreams and taking care of you and me. I knew we were always gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where life could grow in a different way. Bigger than anything, I'm looking at you. You keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Keep on tells and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads and
All right, so that's one side strapped. The DJI died on me, so I have to switch the phone. Now we've run into another little problem on the other side. Let me show you guys what's going on. The strap will come around this end. Oh, I don't know if that guy's still here or what. If he comes out, I'll go ahead and just pull up out of the gate so he can go home for the day. But you guys can probably see the problem right there. So they bent this leg here. So what I might do is either take a 4x4 and smash it in, because right now it's sticking out too far. I wonder if that can unbolt. No, it doesn't unbolt. So I'll either take a 4x4 and smash it in, or I might just wrap a chain and a binder around it and pull it in and bend it back in. So let me throw a strap around this end here, and we'll straighten that up. All right, so since we already had the winch out, I just took the winch and wrapped it around this leg and pulled this leg in. Looks like I need to go in a little bit more still. This strap might have to move to the outside, so I'll have to move this. I'll have to move this strap and pull it in some more. All right, guys, there it is. It's all loaded up, chain down. That thing on the other side actually ended up coming off, so I just threw it in the back of the truck. Gotta grab the DJI up here. God, I hope that thing's okay. I was not expecting this. I gotta admit, sometimes I do amaze myself. Let's go.
Oh. All right, guys, we have stopped for the night. We are in, where am I at? I can't even remember. Danville, Virginia. I originally had a pilot punched in. So what I normally do when I'm looking for parking, if I need a shower, I ask Google to show me where the Pilot and Flying J's are along my route, and then I see how much time I have left, and then I try to coordinate it that way. And if I find a Pilot or a Flying J that works with my time, I find it in the Pilot app, and what I do is I check prime parking. I see how much prime parking is left. And if there's a lot of prime parking left, then that means there's a lot of parking spots left. If there isn't a lot of prime parking left, I'll keep the app open. And what I'll do is, if doesn't always work this way because I'll forget to keep an eye on it. But once they start get down to like maybe 5 spots, I know the place is filling up, and I'll just go ahead and reserve me a spot. So this Pilot that was here only had 28 spots total. I don't know if they offered any prime parking. It didn't show that there was any prime parking, but it doesn't show you if the lot's full anyways. So this thing It's doing okay. It kind of looks like this glass is kind of bent out and sticking out. I'm getting 9.8 miles to the gallon. It kind of pulls me a little sideways because I think the wind's hitting it, kind of trying to twist the truck around. Anyways, I've kind of been down on myself because I thought I screwed up on this load and the next load that we're picking up. So I'll have 500 miles worth of deadhead on these two loads right here. So I was like, dang, I thought I jacked up. I'm like, truck stop burnt me again. I'm screwed. But even with the 500 miles of deadhead, I'm still at $1.44 a mile dropping these off. So anything else I throw on the trailer now is just going to be a big bonus. So that's the plan. This is supposed to be 14 feet. I haven't measured it. I got to buy me a new tape measure. I need to remember to do that when I'm in Walmart. That's supposed to be 14 feet. The next one's supposed to be 17 feet, which should leave me about 9 feet. And it should leave me, this is supposed to be 2,500 pounds. Next one's supposed to be 3,500 pounds. So that should leave me with, I don't know, about 3,000 pounds, give or take. I'll probably weigh it after I pick the next one up, just to double check to make sure. Maybe I'm lighter than I think, or I might be a little heavier than I think. But I'm at Walmart. I'm gonna pick up a few things. I'm gonna throw the window things in. I'm exhausted. My shoulder and my arm is killing me from winching that thing up. I don't know, everybody's gonna be like, get an electric winch, blah blah blah. I just don't need winch. I don't need a winch enough. I don't think it would pay for itself. Ooh, man, it's cold. I should have put my jacket on. And I don't think it would pay for itself. I don't want something else, because I'll have to stick it in a toolbox somewhere, and then, you know, I'll have to make room or add another toolbox or something else ridiculous. And I think I'm carrying enough junk now that I shouldn't worry about a winch. So it's cold. I got to run in here and get a new charger cord for the phone. The Ford Sync 3 in the truck has been acting up bad. And Lita jumped on some forums and they said that try a 3.0 cord. I don't know. I'm going to do a whole review on that truck and let you guys know everything that's going on with it. Hopefully soon. We've got 13,000 miles on it right now. I wanted to do a 100,000 mile review. Just got super busy. I don't know how other people find time to film, but I just don't have time sometimes. So let me run in here where it's warm, get what we need, and go to bed. All right, guys, so I woke up the next morning here in Walmart parking lot, and this edge, well, you can't really tell now because the glass is sticking out again, but this was sticking out a pretty good bit. So that told me this thing is actually moving. I got up there and kind of studied that, and it looks like the mechanism that locks this in place isn't working. So this thing's kind of spinning around, or trying to spin around, going down the road. So you've got this metal band right here, and it looks like what you do is you adjust this, you spin it around, and then you lock it in place by pulling this, and then that band snaps onto that. So my thought process was, well, if that's the case, maybe I can spin it all the way around, straight front to back. Problem with that is these plastic cases that they put on here. This plastic case isn't allowing this sign to spin around. I'm gonna have to do something different with this. Look at that, all those board pieces are just falling out. What a nightmare. Look how that glass is bent. Well, I think it's plexiglass. I don't think it's real glass. But yeah. See how it's caught on this plastic box? That's an issue. I think what I have to do
because I put this back strap on first, trying to keep this thing pulling this way. And I was going to try to pull that one that way. I think I've tightened this one too much. I need to pull that one back. So, it's cold. I had to get up. I actually woke up an hour early on accident. When I figured out 10 hours, but I can't pick up my next load till 10 o'clock. So, but now seeing this, I wish I would have had woke up early and looked at this. So let me get to work. All right, so we got a little bit straighter. So it was getting blah, 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 blah. My lips are frozen. It's getting caught up on this corner here. I was able to take this 2x4 and kind of lift it up over. It seems like this whole thing is sitting down too far. Like the whole assembly needs to be set up for these boxes. I don't know if they added these boxes to the sign later on, and who knows, or if this thing just kind of settled down, there's something broken with that part. I tried to get my bottle jack in here to try to lift up on this sign. I was just going to take the lid of the boxes off so that it would twist around better, but I got around a lot more. It's a lot straighter than what it was. Like I said, this corner was sticking out here when I woke up this morning. Oh, so I know that'll probably help out our fuel mileage a little bit there. I would love to have this thing twisted around all the way straight. Obviously you get the side to side wind trying to push you, but I would rather deal with that, I think, than always dragging a wall of wind with me. Man, I would love to get that thing twisted around. As you can see now though, it's catching on this back corner here now, digging into the box right here. So, man, what a pain in the butt. I always haul the junkiest junk. So basically that's the only thing keeping this thing from straightening up now, is that lid. I don't know if I could pry that side up or not. I can give it a shot, see what happens, I guess. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, so that's not happening. It's making some creaking noises. I'm not comfortable with that. So now what I'm gonna do, because I have that front strap pulling this way and I have this back strap pulling this way, I'm gonna stick another strap on this back pulling that way, just in case that does let go. This thing doesn't try to, you know, because if that thing lets go and this actually pulls over a little bit, I'll lose these straps, and then that thing might just start flopping in the wind and just smashing people, you know. We only want to do that to the idiots on the road. All right, let me throw another strap on this. We'll pull it back this way just in case, like I said. And I got to do pre-trip still, take a leak, hit the road. All right, guys, I am on 501 North in Virginia. Probably a big mistake coming on this road because of how winding and steep it is, but views like this are hard to pass up. I'm kind of running late to my next pickup, but I seen this and I said there's no way I could pass up on this. That's amazing. Oh, it's so pretty.
Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck. Those days we were invincible, spinning
right, so here it is, all strapped down before we tarp it up. I still have to add these, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to add those orange corner things to these funky pieces right here. And look here, like when I'm trying to strap this down, it's kind of pulling this piece down a little bit. So I couldn't kill it on that. I couldn't smash it down like I wanted to. But I use these orange corner pieces, or orange rubber corner pieces again. I really like these things. These things are nice. Did the same thing over here. And I had to tape these on. This was supposed to be 2 wooden boxes, is what I was told. It's supposed to be 2 wooden boxes. I haven't checked the dimensions. It's probably about right. I figured I'd have about 9 foot of trailer left. It's probably a little less because we didn't go all the way to the end. I was hoping I could turn this one sideways, but it's too long because it's got this box sticking out of the front right here. Right there. So, and I figured I would strap before I tarped due to all of these like sharp corners. I was hoping my straps would keep the tarps off of all these like sharp edges right here. So I'll tarp it and I'll probably throw a couple more straps over it again just to keep the tarp from flapping. I got my blankets out too. We'll wrap these, wrap up a lot of this stuff, prevent it from shredding our tarps as well. So let me get on that now.
Not long ago, you got hurt, someone did you wrong. I can see it in your eyes, it's like your fire is gone. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna talk, I'm not here, not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face. If you wanna go out, we can go out. We can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out. I'm by your side now.
All right, so we got the tarp laid on here. I've got my first strap on. You don't have to worry about coming all the way down to the front because you can take and fold the sides in. I can show you on the back too. So you can leave a little bit of a gap down here because when you take this and pull this around, it should cover all that up. Hopefully, that's the plan anyways. I'm trying not to bust out a whole bunch of tarps here.
Hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Stand up tall, I know you can be
All right, so here's my thought process on this. So I tried to pull the tarp tight so the wind would go over, but then I also bunched up all the tarp in the front just in case we grab another partial that has to be tarped up here. I can just undo the strap, roll it over, and bam, we're done. So that kind of looks like crap, but I still have to throw a few more bungees on the sides here. Let's see, the back looks pretty good. Happy with the back. Looks wrapped up like a nice present. This side, got to throw a few more bungees on it, and then I got to wrap these straps up, and we should be done. So Duke Daddy called me the other day, and he said I need to put some positive out into the world, so positive will come back. So I'm gonna try to do that, and I'll prove you wrong, Duke Daddy. Well, I mean, I guess that's negative in itself, huh? But all right, let me. This is an amazing load. I'm happy. I love this. I'm alive. Yay! All right, there's the finished product. So, like I said, if you see a ring, see, look at there. I was about to say, if you see a ring and you have a bungee, hook it, because it's not going to hurt anything. And here I am, caught me slipping. All right, caught me slipping. There we go. All right, so I've hooked all the rings. What I should probably do is come down here like I did it on the other side. Here I go, running my mouth. I'm putting the cart before the horse, as the old people say, because I'm old. I did it on this other side, so let me do it on this side too. But you can see I hooked these bottom rings too, and then came around and came back up to these. So I'm gonna do that. All right, so we're hooked on the bottom now. So that's pretty much it. All I got to do is finish cleaning up here. He was supposed to bring me my paperwork before he went to lunch. I guess that wasn't the case. Hopefully he's back now. Let me finish cleaning up these bungees I didn't use. And this one goes to Illinois. This one's paying $1,000 for 800 miles. That one up there is going to right above Minneapolis, Minnesota. It pays $1,400 for like $1,380. And even with deadhead, I had 500, so I have 500 miles of deadhead right now picking these two up. And if I don't find anything here, even after I drop Illinois, if I drive these and I drop this in Illinois and I don't find anything going back up to Minneapolis, this will be $1.44 together. So, won't be too bad. Hopefully I can find something to throw in here right now. I'm gonna go have this weighed. This is kind of small, but I should have about 4,000 pounds. So maybe I can put like a golf cart or who knows what I can find, right? In here. I told you guys I was gonna throw another strap coming this way, but instead of that, they have these little stoppers right here. And all I did was unbolt this stopper and I turned it around. So now that rests against that. So basically I'm pulling up against that. And it seems to be doing a lot better now that I turned it. It's turned a lot more than what it was. So, all right, I'm running my mouth. Let's go. All right, guys, we just got loaded up in Buena Vista, Virginia. We have to head to Quincy, Illinois. Probably gonna stop and get this thing weighed along the way. So I texted the broker. I've been in contact with one of the brokers back and forth with texts. And usually when they text me or they call me from a phone, well, usually what happens is we take pictures of the load and we always email it back to the broker. A lot of them don't even respond. They don't even care. This guy here said, I'm sending you a new Raycon with an extra $25. Dinner's on me. So that's awesome. That'll make you smile there. That the little things that you do to make these guys happy matter. So that's sweet. So I'm gonna just start driving toward Quincy, Illinois to our drop. First truck stop we see, we'll stop and get this thing weighed, and then we'll know what we're dealing with for... I meant to measure that. I forgot to measure how much room we have. I'll measure it when I weigh it. So hopefully it'll be all right. If not, I mean, if we don't find anything, so be it. Surely I can find something from Illinois up to Minnesota. So I hope I didn't mess up by putting all that weight all the way on the back. I guess I'll know when I drive a little bit, see how this thing rides. All right, guys, we'll see you in a bit.